Hi, welcome to my card and a cuppa for Wednesday the 21st of May 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. Today I've pre-recorded my card and a cuppa because I'm out and I don't think I'll be home in time to do it, so I thought rather than be rushing I'd pre-record for you. And it's also my husband's birthday today, the 21st of May. But he is actually away this week up in Brisbane at a trade show for work. So we don't get to celebrate his birthday together. So we'll have to do that on the weekend. Maybe go out to dinner for a nice dinner. So today I'm going to do a sketch and I'm going to use all the in colours. I haven't really done many cards where I've sort of showcased all the new in colours. So I thought I'd do one of those. And it's a really simple sketch, and it's with the Paper Tags bundle, which is the bundle I got to present with at On Stage in March in Brisbane. So yeah, I thought I'd have another play with that. I played with it to death leading up to On Stage, and I haven't touched it since, so I thought I'd pull it off the shelf and have another play. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. Okay. So this is the sketch I'm going to do, simple sketch, and I pulled out some of the cards I'd made with the Paper Tags bundle, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's the sketch. So I thought perfect for this card and a cuppa using this sketch. So sketches are just an inspiration for you. They just give you an idea and then you can take it and run with it. So this is like a banner on this sketch, and it's got dimensions in inches, but you don't have to use the exact sizing or the exact shape. You can, just gives you an idea and then you take it and run. So this was one of my this is one of my designs I made for On Stage, and then I decided to do away with it and come up with other things, but you can see it kind of follows the sketch. And I've had another bit more of a play with it today, using some of the in colours. Oh, this is Shaded Spruce, I think, or is it... I always get Shaded Spruce and Pretty Peacock mixed up. No, that's Shaded Spruce. So, yeah, because I wanted to use this ribbon from the Turtle Suite, because it's Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam. Excuse me, got a tickle. So I had a little play with that, and that was using the So Swirly embossing folder. I don't know if you can see, there you can see it now. The So Swirly embossing folder behind it. And then I did this one, and I've used the Turtle embossing folder, which is called Turtle Textures, and I just put a couple of 1 centimeter strips of cardstock across, and I thought, you know what, that would be a really good way of showcasing the in colours, and that's why I've decided to go with this design and do the in colours. And instead of just stamping it in Secret C, I am going to stamp it and heat emboss it with white embossing powder on Secret C cardstock. And I thought I'd show you, I've got the cloud cover blends. I thought I would show you the neon lights technique that I did at On Stage. I have done a video of that before, but I thought I'd just do a little bit of a one here today. I've only got the cloud cover blends in the in colours. I don't have any of the others, so yeah, so I thought I'd do that design. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp and heat emboss, and then we'll bring the cut emboss machine in and die cut everything. So I've got my little 1 centimeter strips of our cardstock. We've got Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger. We're going to use a card base of the Secret C, and I really Secret C and cloud cover I think are my new favourite colours ever. I can't stop using them. It's just, yeah, I'm just using them to death. Oh, little flying ant there. And I've got, now what is it, I wrote it down over here, 9 centimeters by 13.4 of the Secret C, and I've got a piece of basic white 8.5 centimeters by 12.9, which will run through the Turtle embossing folder. But before we do that, we're going to stick our strips on maybe like so, and then run it all through the embossing folder. It's like on my sample cut, because then the strips get embossed as well. So we're going to do some dry embossing and heat embossing, my favourite things to do. And I've got a piece of cloud cover to do one of the dies, and this piece to do the stamping on. So let me show you the stamp set. So this is the paper tags bundle. It's an online exclusive, and I don't even have how much it is, because these were all my samples for on stage that I sort of was doing. Oh, hang on, I might have it over here. Do I? I'd have to get back to you. Let me see. No, I won't touch my video just in case. It's in the online exclusive range, and yeah, just type in paper tags bundle and it'll come up. I think it's about $81. So these are the dies. You get 2 of the tags, and then I've got, I call these the dog bones, and then this is to make a little notch in your dog bone tag, and this is another little one that so I cut all the tags out to show it on stage, to show how they looked. And then I also stamped and then die cut them out to show how they work. So you've got this frame, like a filigree frame, that you can stamp the things inside. But this little one here actually wraps around the dog bone. See, like so. Can you see that? So you can wrap it around your dog bone and stamp like happiness enclosed. And yeah, so that's how that little tag can work on your die cuts. So I hope that's helpful information. So let me just put my, oops, and this one back in here. Okay, so that's just, I just do that quite often, but particularly for on stage I did that, so that was easy to show. So let's do our stamping. So we're going to need our Versamark ink. I've already got my stamp out, and I don't need that anymore. I'll get rid of that. I'll bring in my embossing toolkit. I've been doing a lot of embossing lately. I must be on a roll with it. So that's going to be die cut. This is what we're going to, so the chalkboard technique is pretty much white embossing on black cardstock, but you know what, our Secret C is so dark, I think it will work perfectly for us. And this is our beautiful stamp, may your day be filled with sunshine and laughter. And I'm just going to ink it up with my Versamark. Just getting everything out of my way. So I'm inking it up really well. And then I'm just going to stamp it down in the center of my piece of cardstock. Press it down so I get a good impression of the Versamark onto my cardstock. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Oh, you can see that actually in the... Okay, so now we're going to pop it in our tray. And I'm just going to put my white embossing powder all over. And I've got all sorts of little bits and pieces in this emboss powder. There's a little something there. I just got that out. I guess your embossing powder does get a little bit, you know, little crumbs in it. Okay, so I need a little bit more up here. And that's going to come off with the die cutting, so it doesn't really matter. But if you have some powder where you don't want it, just get a little fine paintbrush and paint it across. Checking my microphones are working. Okay, so I'll just put that there, and I'll put this back into my little pot. It's been really horrible weather here on the Central Coast. Really yucky weather, and so it's been good crafting weather. So I guess that's one good thing about horrible weather. If you've got a craft, you can sit down and just do that, because there's not much point in going outside doing anything else in this yucky weather. So I'll just put my cap back on. I'm doing so much embossing, I'm not even putting... I put that on top of my embossed image, but I didn't hurt it. Yay. I'm not even bothered putting my embossing powder back in its little drawer. I'm just doing so much embossing lately. Now let me just get my heat tool down from my windowsill. I have it perched up on my windowsill. So I'm just going to heat this up. It's a heat tool. Oh, a heat tool has 2 heat settings, a 1 and a 2. 1 is generally for, like, if you're using watercolor paper and you've wet the paper and you want to dry things off. 2 is for definitely for heat embossing. So I'm just going to turn that on and heat it up. Takes a minute just to warm up. It's got a protective tip on it so you can't burn yourself. Yep, that's getting pretty hot now. So we'll just heat emboss our little tag. There we go, you can see it going. Oh, I love that. It never gets old. Okay, so let's pop that up there. So how cool is that? It just embosses so beautiful, this stamp set. Exactly for what it's sort of like designed for the chalkboard technique. So let me put my little bits and pieces back in my heat tray and my heat tool tray. Thought I said the wrong thing then, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to get this die out to cut this one, and this die out to cut this one. And here we go. And the turtle embossing folder out for my white piece of cardstock. Oh, no, I've got to put the, let's just wait a minute. Let's just put our little strips on first. So I am going to get my silicone mat, and I'm going to get my old snail. I've got a few of these left over still, just to put on the back here. And I'm going to grab my white piece of cardstock and just put it diagonally across like so. And I'm going to get my darling duckling. And I just left a little gap between them. You don't have to, but I thought it looked okay. And my strawberry slush. I think I need to get more of this cardstock. I've only got like the sample pack, do you know what I mean? Like the one you get with all of the bits and pieces in it. And I do think I need to get a proper pack of strawberry slush. Okay, now I am just going to get my adhesive remover because my snail has gone over the edge and left a bit of gum. So I don't want gum at all. Okay, so that's how I've done that bit of piecing. And I'm just going to get my paper snips in and just snip the edges, the left, you know, the sticking outy bits. You know, the sticky outy bits. Snip them off. There we go. And pop those in the bin. Get rid of my silicone mat. Okay, now that's ready to go through the emboss folder. So we've got 2 bits of die cutting. And we'll put this in here, like so. And we'll just pick everything up and bring our cut emboss machine in. So let me just do that. It'll be 2 seconds. Okay, let's do our die cutting first. So the other cool thing about this bundle is that there's a little heart here, and it die cuts a heart out and pops out. And I've been used, like when I did all my samples for Unstage, I use that heart to decorate, like as embellishments. Do you know what I mean? That's looking a bit tacky, so I'll get rid of that. So I'll show you that when we pop everything out. What did I do? Oh, there it is. Okay. So all these dies do fit through the mini cut emboss machine, which is always a bonus if you're starting out on your die cutting journey. But the mini cut emboss machine does restrict you a little bit. But if you want to just trial it, it's not as big ticket priced item as the big one. And a lot of dies do go through it. That's that one. And now it's just the embossing folder. Now this isn't a 3D one, so all we need to do for the non-3D embossing plate is take out the thin die adapter. I could not remember the name of that the other day in a video. I really struggled. And as I said, this is the turtle embossing folder. Let me just check. So it's the one from the turtle suite. Okay, pop that in spine first. If you can, always put the spine of your embossing folder through first. It will help them last longer. There are odd occasions where you want to go side on, and that's okay every now and then, but not all the time. Okay, so that's that, and that. So let's sit back down, get rid of this. So this is the Turtle Textures one, that's with the Turtle Suite. So I'll bring that back in. And what did I do with my card base? Goodness. Okay, so here's a couple of the cards we've made. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I don't even think I've got any of the sample cards I did for Onstage handy. I think I've not disposed of them, but put them away somewhere, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to attach, let's just set it up. Let's just set this up, and like you could do it any which way round, like colors. You could use Strawberry Slush here and Timid Tiger here, whatever you know you decide. So when you pull out these dies, see there's a heart stuck in there. So you can pop that heart out. Heart stuck in there. Pop the heart out. Oh, and use them for decorations. That's what I did, or that's what I do. Now this one I've done it with soft sea foam, but as I said, I thought I'd play and do it with all the in colours. How cool is that? Now let's just start gluing. Not forgetting that that was our sketch to start with. So I think I'm coming to the end of this pot of glue. I go through this so quickly, but that's okay. I'm just going to pop that onto my cloud cover. Okay, and then I shall pop that onto my card base. Yep, I think I need to grab another one. I've got an order sitting in my cart that I'm ready to put through, so maybe I will add some more Tombow. I always tend to throw one on every order, at least one or two. Okay, so turn that over. So I promised I'd stop playing with the gallery, the beautiful gallery suite. So here we go. I'm not playing with it. I've got the turtle embossing folder, I've got all the in colours, and I've got the paper tags bundle. I just wish I could put my hand straight on one of my... I wonder what I did with them. They're around somewhere. One of my presentation cards. Okay, not to worry. They're around. Maybe I could find them on my phone. There we go. That's a good idea, Denise. Let's go to photos, and I have an album with cards. Actually, on stage presentation. Okay, so this is one here. I don't know if you can see it. And that's Berry Burst, but that's what I did with, and it's called the neon chalkboard technique. So I've just coloured over the white embossing powder, embossed image, with stamping blends, and the stamping blends don't rub off. So here's a whole lot more. There's some more cards I did with this set. So I've put them somewhere in a safe place. So I'm just wondering whether I could get my cloud cover blends out. I haven't used these. I'm wondering if they'll be dark enough, because you tend to need to use darker colours. Now what I'm going to do is just colour the banner. No, it's not going to show up very well because you need like darker colours to show up. And I don't have the it doesn't show up very well, damn it. See, you know, I need these bright colours. You know what, I'm gonna grab my other blends and I'm gonna see if I can use Daffodil Delight as a stand-in for Darling Duckling. And now you can see here that I have coloured that with the Secret Sea. Can you see? And it doesn't rub off. So let's colour it over with the Daffodil Delight and fudge our way through it that it's Darling Duckling. You just can't get everything at once, can you? Well, I can't. Much as we'd all like to. I'm not going to do any more than that because I don't think you need to. Look, nobody's going to know except us. So I'm going to pop that on there. But you can do that with all, you can colour over the top of your white embossed images with darker stamping blends, and it's called the neon chalkboard technique. It's really cool. So I'm just going to put some glue, and because this is my new one and it's running out everywhere. So the sketches just helped me get started, but I didn't need these tags. You could just use rectangles. You could just use a banner, a flaggy banner. You could use circles even. Oh, look at that. I've got glue squirting everywhere. Okay, so that's my tag, except it's not sticking down, so let me just hold it in place. There we go, that's better, I think. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals because I am going to pop it up. Now I don't have any of the in colour ribbon either, so I'm not going to put any ribbon on this card. Not like this one. I'm just going to leave it ribbonless because I think then it can be a masculine card. It doesn't need a bow. Okay, and so I've got the other colours here in the background, and look, that's Darling Duckling to the untrained eye. Of course it is. And oh, excuse me, I feel that sneeze coming on and I couldn't stop it. Let me just get these in colour dots out. And these are my other little hearts. Now, what I do sometimes with the hearts is I put them on the inside like so. Decorate the inside of my card or the outside. So I'm just going to get an insert. And let's, I might use my emptier glue. Just going to put and tweezers. And like, I think a heart can be for a male card or a female card because you're always sending people love. Maybe I could do it this way. There we go. And then I will get my other glue back out, my new tub. That's my insert done. So I think it's a good card to show and highlight the in colours. And I was just about to order the uninked ink spots ready to show in my classes how you can ink it up with cloud cover, and they became unavailable from yesterday to today, which is very annoying, but not to worry. We'll get over it. Now I'm just trying to work out which colour. Isn't it interesting? I love the Secret Sea and cloud cover, and I've only used a few of those compared to everything else. So maybe we need to use Secret Sea on this card. These are the flat pearls, and they're quite glossy. They're very pretty. I'm going to put one down here, and they're 3 sizes, small, medium and large. I'm going to put one over here. And where will I put this one? Just here, I think. Okay. So there's our card for today. How cool is that? So these are the 3 cards I've made today. This one with you guys. Just that bow just keeps wanting to fall off. Following this easy, simple sketch. So make sure you get inspired with sketches. This is the paper tags bundle in the online exclusive range, and I believe it's I'm pretty sure it's $81.75 with the dies as a bundle. So make sure you have a look at that. It makes some really cool cards, and I hope you really enjoyed that little card. So let me just come back here. So that's our card for today, using the in colours. And yes, this is Darling Duckling. And the paper tags bundle. I hope you enjoyed that. So don't forget, there is a starter kit promotion running for the month of May. It's only got another week to go, week and a bit. And if you want to get a discount on all your products and join a great fun crafting community, you pay $169, and I'm pretty sure you get $303 worth of product in your starter kit. So if you've got a big wish list, maybe that's the option for you. So you can always message me if you want to find out more about that, or you can just go to my online store and hit the join now button. I'll leave that up to you. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you on Monday for Make It Monday. Bye for now.